Ladies, gentlemen, boys, and girls, soccer fans of all ages, hello and welcome onto the campus of Abington High School for today's preliminary round MIAA Boys Soccer Division 4 playoff game. That's a mouthful.
That is a big mouthful.
I'm Mad Dog Matt Nelson, joined alongside Gary Roy. Gary, we didn't think we were going to be hosting a game in the playoffs. We always thought that we were going to be in the top 32 in the state. We'll get a little bit into the format a little bit later. But here we are, the Sturgis East Storm against the Abington Green Wave.
This is an exciting day for Abington Green Wave. Get a preliminary round at home, and I know that the Green Wave faithful are excited to watch the team get out there and show us that they can make it to the next round. Tell us where they're going after they win today, because we're confident, being Abington fans, at least I am.
The winner of this game will face off against Frontier Regional. That is located in South Deerfield, Mass.
That's a nice little drive.
And fun facts, if you're looking to make a day out of it, any Green Wave fan out there, if the Green Wave make it to the next round, located in South Deerfield, Mass, is the Yankee Candle headquarters and factory.
So you can
and outlet store. So
you can load up on gifts for the family.
Exactly.
For the holiday season coming right around the corner.
Everyone needs more candles.
Everybody needs candles.
My mother is the reason I know that. She wanted me to drive out there a decade ago, and I respectfully declined. So here we go, the Sturgis East Storm wearing their visiting white jerseys and shorts. It looks like navy blue numbers and lettering. The Green Wave, of course, in their home green jerseys and shorts with black trim around the white numbers and lettering. The Green Wave coming in with a record of 5-10-1. Got in because of the power ranking system that we will expand upon. They are the 29 seed. Sturgis East is the number 36 seed. Throw-in will come from number 6, Henry Ellis, the freshman defender. A very young team for the Storm, only a handful of seniors. I count 6 on the roster.
They do have quite a few ninth graders on the team and a few on the field.
Green Wave led up front by Liam Murtaugh. He is lined up as the striker tonight. Larry Casimiro along the wing. Green Wave this season, the record doesn't reflect the way the season has gone. It usually doesn't. The Green Wave, especially in the midfield area, have been pretty dominant. Forcing plays like that, forcing the other team to kick it out of bounds and get the throw in.
A little bit I've seen them play this year, they definitely have improved their ball control over previous years.
The goaltender tonight, a different one than we saw the last time we did a game here on the turf. Jesse Spinney is in net for the Green Wave tonight. They figured out he's a pretty darn good goaltender in the West Bridgewater game and have rolled with him ever since.
I think Jesse's good anywhere you put him.
Well, a source tells us that he played goaltender most of childhood. The cross.
That's a dangerous cross.
On the far side looks like number 16, Elliott Stark. Green Wave able to recover possession. It is a cold one, the first truly cold week we have had here in the fall of 2021. It's expected to be around 38 degrees tonight.
Feels like soccer weather, Matt. It's the way we like it.
It's not terribly cold and it's not dry. So this is actually very good. You just throw a couple layers on and you're fine. There's an opportunity for Chris Ferreira. Got a little bit too much off the toe and it is picked up by the Storm's goalkeeper.
Well, Chris definitely has the speed and the foot to sneak one through.
This is Isaac Rocha in net, the sophomore goalkeeper for the Storm.
This is that feeling out part of the game right here, man. Both teams haven't played each other before.
Green Wave coming off a solid end to the season. There was that game against Randolph that coach says we should have won. Not only should we have won it, we should have won it in the first half. Abington did a great job of shutting down Randolph's top striker, Angelo Jerome, in that game.
We talked about the power rankings, and that just shows the strength of schedule that Abington has had for years. It always seems like some of the best teams in the state are on the schedule for Abington. That's just the South Shore League in general.
Well, that is also the reason why in the current system, this is across all sports now. East Bridgewater football went 1-6. They were the second team out of the playoffs because they lost to Abington.
Right.
They lost to Rockland. They lost to Middleborough.
Yep.
3 of the top 5 teams in the division.
Go Green.
That is a different animal compared to the way they used to do just records only.
There's no sectional. The sectional is gone.
Right. It's a statewide tournament, which is really cool.
Thus how we may end up in South Deerfield on Saturday. It's the top 32 in soccer, unless you go 500. If you get to 500, you're in. So that
is how
we
Sturgis
wind up
East.
with a 36 seed.
Exactly.
I think I'm seeing
I think there were
40 seeds, I think.
Goes 40 deep. Wow. Down the sideline. Chris Frierick does not keep it in. Very good. Keeping up with that ball in these turf fields.
I'm seeing Wareham High is the number 39 seed.
Okay.
So it's 39 teams in, so they count down from 32. And that determines who's in the preliminary round as opposed to the first round.
Correct.
It's all based on power rankings, who you play, how you do against them. Goal differential matters. Ferrer tried to force it through to Casemiro, breaking up the far wing.
Broken up by Ryan Davis, one of the senior captains for Sturgis.
The top seed in this division is Hampshire Regional. They'll face the winner of Ipswich and Bay Path Regional. I think we're all about to get a little bit better at geography in this state as we go away from the sectional format.
Many of us who have not been out to Western Mass very often to play high school sports.
The matchup of the first round, of the preliminary round, actually happening tonight. High school in North Adams, which you might know, at the top left corner of Massachusetts, borders New York. They have to travel to Hull.
Hull is not easy to get to from anywhere. Forget
Right.
about North Adams.
Right. So their total travel time, I think, was 3 hours and 45 minutes each way, not counting traffic.
Right.
The longest travel time goes to, I forget if the team's going to Nantucket or it's Nantucket going somewhere else.
Anytime you got to get on the ferry,
involved.
that'll do it.
And the total travel time there is expected to be about 9 hours. And because these games happen on school days, right? It's Thursday, so they're missing school.
They will have to miss school.
Papasino misses, and it winds up out of play off of number 22.
Alexander Mendez, another senior captain for Sturgis East. We're getting to know the Sturgis players here slowly.
Sturgis, one of 4 high schools in this division that is located in Hyannis. Of course, Sturgis West is one of the 4.
Right.
Go green, let's get one.
Campesino to throw it in.
Stay with Leah, stay with.
Murtaugh giving up a lot of size trying to fight off that double team. Now Mendez comes away with it. Back line is Flaherty for Abington. Jarek Jernigan trying to chase down. He does, gets it back across midfield.
Quickly in for the Green Wave. Another Green Wave throw.
Just as a point of reference, if the bracket falls the right way,
You're getting ahead of yourself, aren't you?
You might have an Abington versus Cohasset matchup in the round of 8
Wow.
after having to possibly travel out to South Deerfield. This is some
Come
wild
back
stats.
only two games in and have to play one of your foes. In league foe would be weird. Cohasset's probably one of the top seeds, am I right?
Okay, the 5th seed.
That's what I would think.
Opportunity, and
Ooh.
punched wide.
That was Trevor Grafton. That was the Green Wave's best opportunity so far.
Actually wound up that way in baseball. It was Abington versus Cohasset in the South Sectional Final. The football team, meanwhile, plays St. John's. There's a nice save by Spinney. The football team plays St. John's Diocesan tomorrow night at Memorial Field. St. Paul's is out of Worcester.
Okay.
They took over for Holy Name, and St. Peter Marion merged into them. They might play Norwell next week.
The winner will likely play Norwell, is what
Yes,
you're saying. Okay.
it's Norwell versus Sandwich.
Okay. Norwell's the top seed.
Norwell's the higher seed, so the Green Wave might face Norwell for the 2nd time in 3 weeks.
And hopefully win this time.
That is due to the MIAA's new playoff format.
So I don't want to make you editorialize here a little, but what do you think about that format, Matt? It sounds like you have a little bit of a question in your voice.
I have multiple questions. Yes.
I don't think
football,
I
right?
don't think the viewers at home had to have me say that, but
Oh no, I'm sure the viewers are well aware of my views on the association. Brockton football, one of the premier teams usually in the area, right, football team. Their first round matchup is against Severian. If they're 1 seed lower, they would be playing West Springfield High School.
a lot different travel scenario for
In
sure.
the state tournament, it's fine.
Yeah.
If it's 1 or 2 days, in this bracket with 39 teams,
Big cross. Right to the other side of the box.
good breakup.
Go, Green, get out!
24 Jernigan. Sent to the inside, the shot from
There's number 7.
Najee Ray goes wide.
Another one of the senior captains. We've just mentioned the 3 senior captains for Sturgis East.
I mean, the problem is we're talking about kids missing school here.
Yes, we are.
These kids have missed school for like the last 19 months. The reminder,
Nice pass.
if you plan to go to the football game, you'll see this now tonight. You have to get your tickets through gofan.co. It's all online ticketing process. That will be across all sports. So if soccer advances, that will likely be the case starting Saturday. Gofan.co, not .com.co.
That'll confuse a lot of people.
It's one of those shortened links. There's an app.
Yes.
If you get a smartphone, download the GoFan app. And if you need any further help, Sean Riley, the great, has posted all the instructions on the LED board outside Abington High School. So just drive by.
Sean is always thinking.
Always. He's really the best.
There's nothing better. There's not many. There's a lot of communities with super fans, but there's not so many that have such a supporter like Sean and many other Abington residents.
And it's not just Abington with Sean. He does the same for Holy Cross.
Yes, he does. Oh, he's a Holy Cross man through and through.
I don't know how he is able to split himself in two or cloned himself.
There are multiple Rileys in town, so maybe there's something going on there. Maybe you're onto something. Abington getting cornered here on the sideline, trying to get up the sideline. Papasino.
They're looking for Galvo in the middle. Still kind of feeling each other out. Only a couple shots each side. This one sent over the top.
And he was offside? Nope.
Onsides was Najee Ray's the call. Green Wave send it back towards midfield. Galvo turns it to the outside for Casemiro, now looking for Galvo. And it is broken up by Thomas Terry.
We have a substitution. Did not catch the new player in. Murtaugh. Broken up. And misplayed on the pass back by Sturgis, giving the Green Wave a good chance. We have another substitution, this one for Abington.
It is number 2, Aiden Grafton.
Thank you.
The freshman in for his first playoff minutes.
Tripping on the ball.
Got
Just
tripped up, is asking for the call. Doesn't get it. The throw in comes from Ray.
And they call the foul on Sturgis East. There was definitely some contact there. A headband delay.
Grafton gets pushed off in the middle, and Sturgis East sends it out of play. Green Wave throwing far side.
Flaherty gets ahead of him. Gets the first head on the ball, but and a corner coming up for Sturgis East. Nice block there by Brandon Papasino, preventing the cross. Now we have to contend with this set. First corner kick of the game. Cross did not stay in play. So a goal kick for the Green Wave.
Goal kick for Spinney. 22 minutes remaining in the first half, still scoreless.
Right to Chris.
Shouldered down.
Nice control play there. But right back to the Green Wave.
Grafton
Nice
back
ball
to
movement.
Galvo. Galvo spins off far side for Casemiro. Casemiro cutting towards the middle, and
the ball doesn't go far enough. Stays up.
That had a ton of spin on it.
Really did. I thought that was going to definitely be
a bounds.
Yep.
Hajar in the middle.
And
Ferreira gets there. Ferreira cuts back towards the middle, launches one that will go wide right.
Nice try, Chris.
Goal kick coming for Isaac Rocha.
couldn't quite get the angle on that one.
Had some heat on it, though.
Yeah, Chris can definitely get something behind it if he gets a couple steps like he just did. He just couldn't get around the defender to see the net as well.
Flaherty sends it back up for Grafton. Now it's Ray heading it, but Hajar gets the first touch. Rebounds back to Galvo. Very back and forth.
Yeah, right in
So
the middle of
far
the field here. Now we'll send down the left wing side.
Great play by Dunlop.
Andrew Dunlop. Really well done. That one should be all for Spinney. There he is. We got 20 minutes left here in the half. And everybody, Bob Malloy is here. One of the legends. Mr. Bob Malloy, my former broadcast partner. Knows a lot more about soccer than I do.
Knows a lot more about finance than I do.
Well,
One of
that
our
too.
board members, one of our,
Yes.
our treasurer.
Treasurer of the Abington Cam.
Goal kick for Spinney here. Shar made a nice move.
Kept alive by Grafton, but good pursuit by Sturgis East. Now they're getting a little bit of extra time here to set up. Flaherty is not going to have any of it.
A lot of play between the 30-yard lines.
Yeah, it is. It is not one-sided. That is for sure. Both teams playing good containment. Not allowing a lot of breaking away on either side.
Green Wave had the best opportunity so far. Came on the Ferrer shot.
Broken
Hajar
up by
gets in the
Hajar.
way.
Nice job. And just cleared out for the Green Wave. Giving Isaac Roca some action back there.
Sophomore goaltender, wearing number 0 tonight. Now this is David Bellino, the junior.
Nice job, Chris. Stay with it.
Thrown in by Pedro Mello.
Nice one touch there. Grafton's two-way ball there. And here comes Chris Riera. Looking to change fields, it looks like, and right to the middle. Good move. Oh,
A bit of a misstep there by Trevor Grafton.
yeah, Trevor didn't get his foot on it quick enough, and that gave the opponent a chance to get to it.
Sturgis now back the other way to the corner, too long, and it'll be another goal kick.
Goal kick for the Green Wave.
First touch goes to Thomas Terry in the middle. Green Wave quickly recover possession. Ferreira
Go, Chris.
trying to turn the corner.
Could not keep it in.
Shielded out of play. Who gets the throw in? It is Sturgis.
Go, Chris.
So now over the top, headed down by Dunlop for Grafton.
Tries to send down the corner. Pretty solid defensive effort by both teams so far.
Galvo getting back defensively. And winner of this game will play Frontier Regional on Saturday. That's out in South Deerfield, Mass. Winner of that game will face either South Hadley or Burke.
Burke out of Boston.
Yes. So you could be in Boston or you could be in Amherst. Nobody knows.
Take your pick.
Casemiro with a little bit of space now.
Nicely intercepted there by Ryan Davis. Just to slow his pace.
Green Wave throwing. Fairly deep. Looking to set something up here is Ferreira. Galvo gives back to Hajar, who launches one and handled by Rocha.
That was one of those shots that just kept rising up. But when
There
you
was
have
no
it,
arc. That was a straight line drive all the way.
but when you have a keeper that has size and good hands, it's going to make that play if it's right at him.
Ferreira just went super vertical, able to pop right up. "14 minutes to go, first half. Still scoreless. Preliminary round MIAA Division 4 playoff matchup. Sturgis East Storm, the Abington Green Wave. Just witnessed a fairly one-sided playoff match. That was Rockland that played here. Galvo chests it down, gets through a triple team.
Good effort.
Now to Casemiro. Taps it back to Galvo. Casemiro's cross. Ferreira tried to get his head and then shoulder on it, and it
Nicely
comes up
blocked
the
again
other
by him.
side. Roach has to pick up with Ferreira pressuring. A couple of Sturgis subs.
That was a good reaction by the keeper right there to get out and grab that ball, because if he hesitated for a minute,
Ferreira was right there.
Ferreira would have been on that ball and had a wide open net by hesitating. He didn't hesitate, got out there and got the ball at the edge of the box.
Najee Ray and Alexander Mendez, two senior captains, back in for the Storm. Jar wearing the captain's armband gives back now eventually to Flaherty. Very large crowd here for this prelim matchup.
Let's hope that we can make them loud with a little bit of Abington offense.
A lot of alumni in attendance. Refs letting them bang the bodies around a little bit.
Yeah, not a lot of chintzy calls, which actually is the way I like it. I don't think if the refs start deciding too much of the game, it takes away from the action on the field. These two teams are, by my eyes, very evenly matched.
29 versus 36 matchup.
Just as I say it, there's a call. But I think it was legit.
Yeah, number 11's limping over to the sideline. That is Hogan Anderson, the sophomore defender.
Number 48, Ryan Egan, just came in for him. Green Wave setting it up.
Gabe Cajo trying to settle it down for the Storm. Over the top again, this time looking for Ray Pampasino. Tried to clear it out of play. It goes off Ray. Now Ray comes up with it again. Looking for the cross. And the Green Wave able.
Nice containment and good hustling by Hajar there.
Oh, that was dirty by Casemiro. And looks like hurt
We got an injury here for sure.
is Thomas Terry. Casemiro crossed him up bad. And his
And
ankles
It looked
twisted
like
in
he
a
twisted
way.
it. It did look like he twisted it. Just by trying to turn on a dime to stay with Casemiro.
Thomas Terry, the junior forward. Injury timeout comes with 10:18 to go in the first half. We are still scoreless. You're watching MIAA Playoff Soccer on Abington Community Access and Media. We are back in a flash. We are back. Abington ball right at midfield. Terry able to walk off, albeit with some assistance, over to the sideline. Now he's under his own power, which is
Yep.
good to see. Got his ankle a little bit twisted up. Abington off of the drop, which is also one of the more interesting rules that I've
Yes. If
come
a
to see.
official timeout for an injury, it's always a drop. It's not even no matter who had possession.
Hajar gets pushed off, but retains possession now.
Ooh, slipped on
Lost
that one.
an edge.
Lost an edge. Hockey term.
Ferreira makes a nice move, and it'll be a corner kick for the Green Wave.
So first corner kick for the Green Wave today. We had one on the other end. See if the Green Wave can turn this set piece into a goal. That was a good opportunity right there. Jar's chipping it back.
Pampasino
Good
tried to
opportunity.
chip it in, and
Murtaugh was almost there in time.
wide for the goal kick for Rocha. Galvo trying to create something in the middle. Now with 8:45 left first half. And Graff spins
Flaherty.
back to keep possession for the Green Wave. Now Grafton, rather that is
Murtaugh.
Liam Murtaugh. I saw the 2 first.
Yes, because he has number 12 and number 2 playing that same striker position. Green Wave getting the throw in.
Sent through Murtaugh. One taps it back off the outside of his foot, looking, I think, eventually for Ferreira, but Hajar came up with it.
Grafton sending it back.
Green Wave
Changing fields.
definitely slowing up, more methodical with their passes now. Graff cross, Murtaugh's
Murtaugh,
opportunity, and it's saved by Rocha.
Another shot on goal. It's what you have to do. Another good opportunity. Flaherty comes right up, finds it again. Nice tip forward.
Storm able to keep it in. That was number 6, Henry Ellis. Ferreira working through a double team on the far side. Hajar tried popping it up to himself. The Storm come away with it now.
Big hustle by
Hajar
Hajar.
gets possession. Looking
Yep.
for Murtaugh up top, and loud collision.
All ball, all ball.
Another Storm substitution.
Number 11, Hogan Anderson, into the game. A sophomore.
Shar skies it and eventually able to get his head on it. Galvo gets held up. Papasino recovers. Flaherty pounds it up and out of play. 6 minutes to go, first half.
Sending it deep to the other corner. Probably too far. It's going to get a throw in, but Chris Ferreira tried to hustle the whole way. Good job.
Got close.
He almost got it. And now we got an Abington throw.
Right in front of the Storm bench. It's one of the things we've noticed this year, Gary, that we were talking about before the game. Benches have switched for the boys' soccer team.
A home team advantage. You can choose which bench you want to go on, I guess. For many, many years, we were always on the left side from this vantage point.
Kate Casey's girls team still sits on the left side bench.
The boys are switching it up. A screamer of a pass, a little too much on it.
Gruff tried to turn on the Jets and get there. He now heads it.
Josh
Flaherty
Flaherty
pops him up.
got to get to the ball first, which is what he did. Papasino gets the roll out of bounds, take the throw in.
Graff back to Flaherty, who
And that's going to still be in.
excellently placed.
That left foot, it curls right into play.
Graff finds it, and a green wave throw in. Let's try getting
Going
in the
away,
way
and a
for
lead pass.
Bellino.
Spinney's going to come right out and grab it.
That was Najee Ray pressuring for the Storm.
That was a well-placed lead pass. He didn't break as quick as he needed to get ahead of the defensive player, that's all.
A very obvious pushing call called on Henry Ellis as Murtaugh got it in the small of his back.
That was not a difficult call.
This group is boys. Off the field. This way. Let's go.
Back the fans up.
We have a bunch of Abington Green Wave fans who want to be right next to the action. Getting pushed back by the official for the safety of our athletes. And probably their own safety,
Probably
too.
for themselves. A lot of passes find their way about 5.5, 6 feet tall
Yeah.
out of play. Rather back him up than someone get one in the back of the head.
That is very true.
Galvo to the outside for Ferreira. Ferreira switched to the far side.
Lead pass, a little too much on it.
One hops in on Rocha, who made the mid-air pick. Now Hajar gets in
Good
the
hustle
way
by
and
Hajar, but
call for the bad slide tackle and the
he
contact.
didn't get his foot on the ball first. Hit body first. That's a good call. As much
It was
as
an impressive slide.
As much as the green tinted glasses love the effort, I want to see more of it. And that's easily an Abington throw. Ooh.
They're gonna appeal to the ref.
Yeah, that I think he missed that call. That was easily off
Could have just tossed it in quickly there.
Sturgis East.
Graff gets the first touch. Now Flaherty heads it. Papasino to Hajar. Now through the middle for Ferreira.
A lot of traffic there in the middle.
Less than 2 minutes to go. First half. Official time kept on the field by the referees. Still scoreless. The MIAA preliminary round matchup of Sturgis East and Abington.
Sturgis East got a chance now, getting it deep into the Abington zone, but Abington defense clearing it. Another throw in.
Green Wave throw-in. Reminded with the stoppage time, the refs cannot stop it if there's a clear-cut offensive opportunity for either side.
I was confused there because I didn't think it was.
Well, the ref signaled Sturgis was about to throw it in. The ref whistled it down and said it's an Abington throw.
But it definitely was a
then
clear
definitely just
from the free.
blew the whistle again and said it's a Sturgis throw-in.
Interesting. We're confused on this side of the field.
Graff trying to get there over the top, and Rocha comes out and plays it.
Good hustle. They're going to call him because he did make contact with the keeper with the ball in his hand. And that's
the half
the
comes
half.
to an end. So there it is. The first half of the playoffs has come and gone. Still scoreless, 0-0. Very competitive, Gary.
Very competitive game, and I've been impressed with both teams' defensive lines and defensive mids. They don't give you any room. They're hustling to the ball. They're making sure that the offensive players don't have a lot of time to set up, and that's keeping the game 0-0.
Both goalkeepers, of course, part of keeping the game 0-0, have only faced a handful of shots each way.
Very true.
Should be an interesting second half. 0-0, Sturgis East and Abington coming at you after this. Hello and welcome back onto the campus of Abington High School for second half action between the Sturgis East Charter Storm and your Abington Green Wave. Once again, I'm Mad Dog Matt Nelson, joined alongside Gary Roy. Scoreless coming into the second frame, very, very evenly matched, however, and the Green Wave started off the half with possession and have a throw-in. Only a couple of shots. It's less than 5 shots on goal for each side so far. Goaltenders haven't been tested terribly often. Jesse Spinney in net for the Green Wave and Isaac Rocha in net for the Storm. Sturgis East Charter School located in Hyannis. They also have a West campus that is also in the playoffs.
Yes.
Winner of this game will face Frontier Regional in South
And a
Deerfield,
laser beam
Massachusetts.
just wide of the net.
Ferreira again.
Ferreira again. How did you have to ask? No, that was he looked a little bit upset too because he had a good opportunity there with a little bit of room and felt he missed it with the left foot. Put forward to Liam.
This is the very first game under the MIAA's new playoff format. Here's an opportunity for the Green Wave if they can settle it down.
Trying to keep it in. A lot of
Sturgis
hustle
able
from
to-
Grafton.
That is Hogan Anderson throwing it in. Storm wearing their visiting white jerseys, the Green Wave naturally in green. Galvo tries to turn on it.
Could not connect. Good try. Trying to get it right to Chris's foot. And nicely played here.
Green Wave, the 29th seed. Sturgis, the 36 of, at least from what I can tell, 39 seeds in this Division 4 bracket.
I wonder what division has the most teams that qualified. Come on, Matt. I need some research here. Let's go.
I'd have to do some deep digging along the MIAA's website for that one.
This is
some big
Division
ones.
4.
There's enough teams for them to call the first round the round of 32. We start talking March Madness levels.
We're getting there.
Top seed is Hampshire Regional, which is out in the Berkshires.
Like you said in the first half, good geography lesson for many of us.
A lot of South Shore League teams in this bracket, though. Cohasset, Mashpee, Abington, Rockland. West Bridgewater, they're not in the South Shore League, but they're a neighbor.
One of our neighbors, a team we play.
In fact, the first team that Spinney played goalie against, and he did such a good job that
Let's keep him there.
that's his new position. Sturgis West is the 26th seed. They will play the 39th and last seeded Wareham High.
That's probably happening in Hyannis tonight. Or not.
That is being played at Old Town House, wherever that may be.
You got me.
That one's not bad geographically. Wareham is
No, that's close.
on the way to the cave.
That's right over the bridge. Very doable.
Meanwhile, our neighbors, the Bulldogs, await the winner of Tingsboro, which is up next to Lowell on the New Hampshire border,
Indeed.
and Advanced Math.
Any idea?
That's the name of the school, Advanced Math.
I don't know any advanced math. Do you?
Not even a little. We'd have to talk to Bob Malloy for the Advanced Math.
That would do it.
It's impressive for this preliminary round matchup to see all of the Green Wave alumni in the house. Of course, Bobby Malloy. Some guy named Andrew's been hanging out over here.
I have no idea who he is. He hasn't lived in my house in months.
About 7 minutes into second half action. Goal kick for Spinney.
Good development. Abington throw.
And winner of this game will face Frontier Regional. They're the 4 seed. The winner of that game would face either South Hadley or Burke. Jeremiah Burke out of Boston. South Hadley is just northwest of UMass Amherst. A lot of play between, they've really cut it down. Now it's really between the 35s.
Even shorten the field even more. Let's see what happens. Papasino tries to keep it in, knocked out.
Casimiro switched to more of a back mid position instead of the front line wing. Ferrer is still up there, but he changes from the middle out to the right. Murtaugh takes over in the middle, and Galvo is along the left wing.
And I think he called it out. I think he did. Streaking down the side, Alexander Mendez. Could not keep it in. Here come the Green Wave, changing fields. And guess who's here? Chris. Trying to connect with Liam, didn't work. Nice break up by Grafton, but our friends from Hyannis get it back.
You can kind of tell the way the power rankings work. The Green Wave, again, the 29th seed, they come in with a record of 5-10-1. You might ask, how do you make the playoffs with a record of 5-10-1? Because the power rankings factor in strength of schedule, and if you look at the teams in Abington's division, right, the South Shore League, who they play multiple times a year, Mashpee is the 17th seed. Cohasset's the 5, Rockland's the 4, Rockland's the 3. West Bridgewater is the 6. We played them a week and a half ago. So that is a little bit
That is
of insight into the MIAA's thinking.
a very strong schedule. It does come to the advantage of teams like Abington. They get to play these tougher schedules.
Well, if the bracket shakes out, we're talking about the geography lessons.
Okay, here we go.
The number 7 seed is Monument Mountain. Where's Monument Mountain?
Western Mass.
Western Mass.
That wasn't very exact, was it?
What monuments are out there?
It's not a monument, Matt. It's a mountain.
Let's see, Littleton's up near Peabody. Truly a statewide bracket, which is. So this will be a
Sturgis throw.
first time this year that
Murtaugh.
we've seen a little bit of fog coming out of everybody's mouth
I know.
as we're breathing outdoors. It's 38 degrees the low today. Not bad, though.
Josh. Good job.
Josh
Good
Flaherty,
for the
nice,
Lords.
right between the wickets. Almost fed him.
Almost. It was broken up by number 2, Ryan Davis, one of the senior captains.
Ryan Davis has been impressive, I'll have to say. He's small in stature, but always seems to be ahead of the next guy in front of him to make the touch on the ball. I'm going to compliment him a lot to hope that something
It
goes in
jinxes.
Abington's favor. How's that sound? But I've been pretty impressed with him so far.
Ferreira pops it And
good
Galvo launches it off of
Who else?
who else but Ryan Davis.
Who was in the way?
I think he caught that off of his shoulder.
Didn't phase him. He's ready for more.
No, he said, shoot the rebound right at me, too.
Nice hustle right there.
Out of the corner, it will find its way over the unlined goal kick.
Just a great effort.
Great effort by Jernigan and Galvo. .28 minutes to go, second half. Still looking for the game's first tally.
Murtaugh trying to get it to the middle of the field.
Ferreira cutting this way and that.
Not a lot of room to go, and
Ferreira's slow to get up. Ferreira favoring the right leg, might be a cramp. He is walking on it now. Good stop chop by JJ Hajar. A little bit too far back for Dunlop, who's going to turn on the Jets to get there. He gets it up to Jernigan. Jernigan up the sideline for Ferreira. And Ferreira's hurt.
He's definitely
He tried stretching it out. Now Ferreira gets up and now is jogging up the field. The ref was ready to blow the whistle.
He was getting ready.
So that's something to keep an eye on. One of Abington's top forwards.
Nicely defended there by Sturgis East.
Flaherty gets up and over to head it back across the 50. Now Dunlop up for Ferreira. First slides down, pops right back up. Maybe he's worked out the cramp.
Let's hope so.
To the middle for Murtaugh, trying to settle it.
Nifty little move there by
gets
Murtaugh,
through
and he's down.
Tripped up.
That's they're going to call something there.
Is it going to be a penalty?
You got him from
shot?
behind, so that's going to be a penalty. We're going to have a penalty shot, I think. I think that's within the 18.
Clock stops with 26:02.
Opportunity for the Green Wave here.
Might be a card.
Well, if they get a little too discussion by the officials. And we are going to have a penalty kick. And
Murtaugh, the striker.
Liam Murtaugh is going to take the penalty kick.
Isaac Rocha stands in. Here we go, looking for the game's first goal. Liam Murtaugh lines it up. Murtaugh moves in, shoots, and scores. Bottom left corner. 1-0 Abington.
Murtaugh did all the work there with some real nifty ball movement to get the Sturgis defense on their heels. They had to come in from behind to stop them.
The undersized striker got through 3 Sturgis defenders.
It was a nifty change of direction. Good ball control. And that set up the penalty. And then Liam knocked it home.
1-0, 26 minutes to go, second half. Fan section has come alive. You could see the monumental shift of the population as Murtaugh took that penalty.
Indeed.
Kick on the far side of the field.
And
Steady
there he is
stream of
again.
People. Ferreira trying to get there. He
nice
deflects
block.
it.
And Abington with
Sturgis
another
was-
little bit of an opportunity.
Sturgis was a little bit concerned there. Everybody turned around and put their arms up, saying it
Indeed.
should have been a handball instead of focusing on the ball.
You're right. I think you got to play the ball until that whistle happens.
Especially knowing how the first half went, there were not a lot of whistles.
Very true. This is but a pretty well officiated game. I haven't seen anything that's egregious, I can tell you that.
I'm sure one side of the fan bases here would tell you otherwise. But
I don't agree with you.
I think it's been very fairly officiated.
It has been.
And the key thing to officiating is that it's been consistent. They've
There you
been
go.
very consistent
Yep.
in what they call and are calling it both ways.
Very
The
good point.
cross,
And a nice
and
cross for
broken
the
up by
Sturgis.
number 9, Trevor Grafton in the middle. Now it is Grafton far side.
nicely broken up. And
Hajar
Hajar knocks it out.
called for the contact.
So a long free kick, but a free kick for Sturgis East.
Went like this and he fell. Kind of like that and he fell safe.
Why am I the test?
Number 19, Thomas Terry, I believe that's who it is over there, taking this hit. Lofted way up, right to Jesse.
So he makes the easy grab
No.
on his chest.
No, nobody in between the kicker and Jesse, and he was able to bring it in. No deflection.
That was Thomas Terry on the opportunity. Good to see him back in the game. He exited
Very
injured
true.
in the first half.
He had looked like he twisted his ankle in the first half, but looks like he's doing much better.
16 for 11. That's Elliot Stark in for Hogan Anderson. Stark will take the throw in.
Nice step up there. That was off Mr. Davis.
Aiden Grafton's going to replace Liam Murtaugh up front. Thrown by Jernigan, finds the knee of Ferreira.
And here's Grafton looking to feed one of his teammates right to his
Good work by
big brother.
Trevor. Jernigan moves up to take the throw in.
No, you cannot throw to yourself. That's not gonna.
It was a bold strategy.
But I don't think you can do that. He slipped out of his hands and he didn't give up on it. Good hustle play.
There is a fair amount of condensation in the air, so that ball might be getting a little bit slick,
Very true.
especially for those folks who might not be wearing gloves. I'm sure we'll see that as the playoffs get to the later stages and we get deeper into November.
You got to bring your mittens.
Gotta bring them.
Got to bring those mittens that Grandma.
They
Knitted
even
for
make
you.
them where the fingertips come off so you can still use your cell phone these days.
But then what happens to your fingertips?
Nobody needs feeling in their fingertips.
Cell phone first, I guess.
Galvo through the
Ooh.
middle looking
Yeah.
for Ferreira.
A lot of white jerseys, and it gets right to Fier. He has a
Now
chance.
Ferreira launches
Whoa.
it through the uprights.
That doesn't help. That'll help tomorrow night.
That's not three.
That'll help tomorrow night.
Green Wave, of course, taking on the St. Paul Diocesan Knights
The Knights. Okay.
tomorrow night in their first round MIAA playoff matchup. St. Paul was the result of the merger between two familiar foes, St. Peter Marion and Holy Name. out in Worcester. This is their very first year of existence, and they're in the playoffs. And should the Green Wave be victorious tonight, keep your eye on the Twitter account of one Peter Serino. It is at Abington AD. Be able to find ticket information. All tickets, as we alluded to earlier, across the MIAA and all of their different sports are now digital only. No cash at the door, or at the gate, I should say. GoFan.co is the website. There's also an app, GoFan. Great Sean Riley posted all the instructions on the video board outside of Abington High School.
Ooh, opportunity
shot,
for them.
and it goes just wide left. He missed it by about a foot. Best opportunity of the night for the Storm.
Easily. That was number 9, Juan Gomez.
Gomez, the junior forward. Spinney takes the goal kick.
He wants that one back.
He didn't miss it by much. He had the height.
He really did. Broken up again by Mr. Davis.
Davis pops it out of play. 19 minutes to go, 1-0 Abington. The lone goal of this game came on a Liam Murtaugh penalty kick.
A lead pass.
Flaherty goes up.
Flaherty gets the best of it. Clears to the middle of the field. Controlled by Abington. Grafton trying to go up the sideline.
To the corner, and now Rocha has to come out to play it. Good kick gets across the 50. First touch was J.J. Hajar.
Dunlop settles it.
Galvo makes a nice move. Some fancy footwork. Now Aiden Grafton working on the sideline. Looking for Ferreira. It's a great pass. Now a one-timer from the far side. Goes wide left. Team's starting to break through a little bit. Getting a few more offensive opportunities.
I got it. One sec. Josh Flaherty trying to get to the middle of the field. And a clear down right to Jesse Spinney.
Spinney holds.
Coming to the top of the box for his kick.
Yeah, a little bit of drawing back and forth.
Yeah. Kind of little taunting action going on with the mouth.
A through pass rolls in on Spinney. He picks up once again.
Well played. Abington throw. Brandon Papasino. Throw in for Sturgis. Sturgis East Storm.
36 seed, the Sturgis West. Not sure what they might also be the Storm.
That would be very confusing. Now you're really confusing me. Right to the middle of the field. Hajar. Ooh, right off the back of the midfielder. And over to Aiden Grafton. Changing fields. Papasino trying to lead pass. Brandon Papasino again trying to lead it down the wing, but nobody in pursuit. Dunlop, nice little touch pass right to the middle.
Like Galvo will let Jernigan toss it in.
Another Abington throw on the far side.
Sturgis West is the Navigators. So we get the Storm.
Good research.
There's the Storm and those who navigate the storm.
That's
Sturgis West, the 26th seed in this bracket. Both of those teams compete in the Cape and the Islands League. Of course, the Green Wave in the South Shore League. Sullivan division this year. That was part of the MIAA's realignment that came along with the playoff system. Green Wave moved up from Tobin to Sullivan, in with the bigger schools like Middleborough.
correct.
Randolph. The Blue Devils replacing Rockland in the Green Wave schedule in every sport except for football, because not even the MIAA would take away Abington versus Rockland football. Dunlop up to Galvo, who chests it down. 13 and a half minutes to go in the second half. Headed down by Ray.
That's going to be up for Abington throw. We have a substitution coming in.
And for Casimiro is Ian Graff. Through for Ray. He moves backwards as the Storm start to press the issue. Time winding down, 12 and a half minutes to go. 1-0 is the Abington lead. It came off a Liam Murtaugh penalty kick.
Nice step up there by Josh Flaherty.
Papasino got tripped up. That was Galvo.
That was Galvo, correct. And some room here. A lead pass. A lot more room.
Ferreira
and Ian
Davis cut down the angle enough that the shot went wide. 2 Storm substitutions. Ray comes out. As does that number 16.
Number 16, yep.
That is Elliot Stark. Rays have a couple of opportunities up front for Sturgis East tonight. Jarre goes vertical and gets his head on it. Now Grafton to the corner. Ian Graff earns the throw in. He's got a ton of speed.
He really can move, can he?
Popped up over the top. Flaherty heads it. Flaherty gets in the way again.
Trying to
Diallo
stop
trying to get back, spinning with
steamrolling
it.
Alexander Gomez.
Papasino steps in.
Alexander Mendez is not wanting to be stopped. Showing some passion here.
Long to the
A
corner
nice
for
lead
Grafton.
pass.
Had it go off the inside of his calf through the wickets. Davis keeps it on the line. Now Hajar spinning will go backwards to Dunlop, back up to Hajar.
Nice step up right there again. Josh is reading that very well in the middle of the field.
Far
And
side Ferreira.
Ooh, nice
and
stop.
Rocha had to dive down. And he jumps on top of the rebound.
that low near corner can be very tricky if you don't get aggressive and jump on it. He did a good job.
That's what got him on the PK.
A little different on the PK.
Little no angle.
Position-wise.
That is where Murtaugh went with it, though. Bottom
That's
left
exactly
corner.
where he went.
9 minutes to go, second half. Winner of this game travels out to Deerfield for a matchup against Frontier Regional. Now Aiden Grafton can't get there before Rocha does. Jernigan steps way up trying to catch the Storm off guard with their goaltender 20 yards out.
Dunlop controls it.
Trevor to the outside for Graff. Ferreira fighting off a double team.
Brandon Papasino coming down to take the throw in. And another Abington throw in. Back to senior captain, Papasino. Chris Ferreira looking for some daylight. Whoa.
Sends it high and into the parking lot. Goal kick, 7:45 to go. And a timeout's going to be called here by Sturgis East with 7 minutes and 40 seconds
Unofficially.
unofficially left in the second half. Abington leading it 1-0 off of the Liam Murtaugh penalty kick. Step aside, take a quick breather, and bring you the exciting finish right after this. Goal kick from Isaac Rocha, 7 minutes and 40 seconds left unofficially. Green Wave lead it 1-0. Again, the winner of this game will face off against Frontier Regional.
Opportunity for
Ferreira.
Oh.
Wide into the net.
Abington has, since that penalty kick, has controlled the pace of the game.
Sturgis had that one really good opportunity and went
They did.
maybe half a foot wide. That was their best chance to this point.
And now they got a throw in deep in their zone. So
Jernigan heads it. And a penalty called on Sturgis is number 9. That's Juan Gomez, and
Juan's the young man with that great opportunity earlier.
Abington gets the free clearing. .6:15 to go. See how much of the clock game we start to see. Through Jernigan taps it. It is taken by Gomez. Far side Ferrari gets run into. Good to see Ferreira remaining in. He looked like he went down with the cramp and then got up, stretched it out. A minute later, went down again. Took a little bit longer to get up, but remained in the game as the ref had yet to blow the whistle. And then he worked it out of himself.
He's running good now. Dunlop heads it straight ahead. Murtaugh with a nifty little pass.
It got over Hogan Anderson, who looked like he might have slipped. Now it's number 22, Alexander Mendez. Rolls in on Jesse Spinney, who picks up with 5 minutes to go.
In these one-goal games, I'm sensing the desperation right now in Sturgis East. They are definitely doing it more. Now Abington with another opportunity.
Here goes Trevor Grafton. He gets bumped.
He tried to one-time it quickly and could not get enough on it.
Of course, in the second half, the clock stops with 5 minutes. That is so that teams don't relentlessly just kick the ball out of play in the last 2 minutes. You never really know how much time is left.
Play the game. Cross, but nobody home for Abington.
About 4 minutes left now, give or take. The Sturgis East Storm chasing one.
Coming at you.
Andrew Roy was ready to defend that.
Andrew would have fell down. Another goal kick.
Foul called against Sturgis here. This one could be a little bit of trouble for the Storm.
This is a well within Chris's range.
It'll come from about 35 yards out from net.
Yeah, at about the 20, just after the 25, 26-yard line of the football field. They're setting up their wall, a respectable distance away, so little
First,
little play on.
Murtaugh, and Murtaugh can't cut down the angle. Back to Dunlop, who
Dunlop didn't
swings
get it,
and
but
misses.
his teammate Josh is right there to help him out.
Murtaugh deflects it out of play.
A long, high pass,
About 2 minutes as Ferrer steps on the ball.
and he tries to get it across to his teammate.
And the refs can't stop a clear-cut offensive opportunity should time expire.
Good play there. Murtaugh is staying with the ball. He's still got it, and
Footwork
he's
by
going
Murtaugh,
down.
And then he gets hauled down.
Yep, good hustle play there, but that's
Foul.
that desperation I was speaking of right there.
Foul
Sturgis
called
is
on
doing
David
everything they
Bellino.
can.
Grafton had it tied. Murtaugh rather had it tied up in his feet.
Yep.
Did an excellent job of wasting out some clock, and now we're getting close. The ref looking at his watch.
Nice little nifty play down there but taken away. It's going to be, is it a corner? It's a corner kick.
Corner with
Corner for Abington.
a minute or less to go.
Abington setting it up.
It'll be
Not
Murtaugh taking it.
in a big rush is Abington.
If you're Abington, if Sturgis clears it out, you want the whistles to blow.
And another great opportunity. I believe that was,
Sounded like a windshield.
I hope it's not mine.
Didn't smash, but it was a solid bonk.
I'm used to baseball fields. You don't want the windshield to get hit.
Not much time left. Abington defending a 1-0 lead.
Dunlop gets it out of there. I'm going to make an observation that Ryan Davis has moved to the front line for Sturgis, putting one of their better players right up front. And now
Ferrer
yeah,
gets
this
out pass,
opportunity.
and Rocha comes out to play it.
And Murdoch with another nifty little play.
Out of play, Sturgis throwing. Well, Gary, it's been a minute since the Green Wave have won a playoff game.
Just a minute.
Just a minute. It's been a handful of years now.
I was just talking to Bobby and Andrew. They believe it's been 7 or 8 since the Abington Green Wave boys team has won a playoff game in soccer.
Well, they are seconds away.
Because they are both sophomores in college, and it was before they were in high school.
The whistle's blow, and that's it. Abington wins and moves on to face the 4-seed Frontier Regional. Gary, what a game.
Great game. Great game. Well played on both sides, too. We got to hand it to Sturgis East. They didn't give up. It was an even match all the way. That one play where Liam
It's the
made
one
a
where he
nifty
got
little
through
move.
3 defenders, and then eventually
they had to
get
take him
hauled
down
out.
from behind because he had an opportunity.
He's got to score on the opportunity.
And gave him that opportunity, and then the coach gave the sophomore a chance to take the kick, to take
No
that
mistake,
penalty
bottom left
kick,
corner.
and he took care of it.
That is the difference, 1-0. The Green Wave on Saturday will travel out to South Deerfield to face off against Frontier Regional. A very, very evenly matched game here on the campus of Abington High School tonight. Abington moves on. Their overall record on the year improves to 6-10-1. Sturgis East is eliminated from playoff contention. I want to thank you for watching. Once again, your final score, 1-0. Abington over Sturgis on behalf of our cameraman, Hayden, my broadcast partner, Gary Roy. I'm Mad Dog Matt Nelson. We will see you next game.